Welcome back to the Spin Cycle Podcast, everybody. I'm Kaylee Fretz. We got a special show for you today. Joining me for our annual end-of-year quiz, Johnny Long, the quiz master.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Kit Nicholson.
Hello. Merry Christmas, I guess.
And Dan Cash.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
Wow, we
And a
sound
Happy
so
New Year.
enthusiastic.
Come on,
Yeah, we need a
everyone.
little more energy here. More energy,
Come
folks.
on.
We're going to have...
Christmas.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to do a whole quiz show. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
And Johnny's going to be our quiz master, and we are going to, we're going to flit throughout the 2024 year, this 2024 season, maybe go even further into the past,
Oh,
and test our knowledge of things.
I hate to break it to you, Kaylee. Thanks in part to Discord user Spooky, who's written half of this quiz. This is a Christmas-themed cycling quiz this year.
Oh, really?
good
Oh,
Lord.
you better believe it.
I mean, obviously, as a contestant, I couldn't know what the quiz was going to be about prior, so doing that
true.
intro was a little bit
I'm
rough.
not sure how I would revise for a
guessing.
Christmas-themed cycling quiz.
That's the beauty of it. You can't.
All right. Well, we got a Christmas-themed bicycle quiz. Should we just get right into it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So it's a week ago. What are you hoping to get for Christmas?
A Q36.5 jersey.
And then in the next show, we'll say whether we got it or not.
Who's going to get you that? Is there someone that knows that that's what you want, John?
Tom Pincock will get
It's
it for
being
me.
frantically redesigned on Tom Pincock's orders.
Yeah, okay.
What are you hoping for, Dane?
Oh, man. I want UAE Team Emirates XRG kit because I don't have the XRG on my old kit, and I got a brand new sponsor now. So, I need to have that new sponsor correct kit for 2025.
I would love it if you rode around Colorado wearing a UAE Team Emirates
You don't
kit.
see that. You see Visma and you see Sky from days of old. I never see people in UAE kit.
There's a lot of Trek.
You see
Oh,
Trek
yeah.
too.
Bet,
Trek,
yeah.
yeah.
A lot of Trek because I think that Tom's is just like seeded Boulder with Trek kit.
Smart.
Guerrilla marketing.
It's an American, team and brand too. People.
I've
probably
got a
proud
pile of
that.
it.
So
Yeah. I also have a U.S. National Champs kit from Ruth Edwards.
Nice.
This is also a Trek kit.
I've got a 1990s, don't know what year, Astana kit, or top, like a nice
yeah.
fleecy one. But I had to stop wearing it because one time I stopped on a ride and just was chilling out for a bit by the river in London. And then these kids from Kazakhstan came over and started chatting to me about it. Not because they're into cycling, because they were
Yeah,
from
They
Kazakhstan.
saw Astana on your jersey.
So then I was like, I can't do this.
Kit, what do you want for Christmas?
I want
What are you hoping to get?
I'm hoping to get a pair of pedals for my touring
Ooh.
bike. Because currently I've got flat pedals and I want to get some clippers.
That's fun.
If you don't get them, let me know because I have about
Yeah,
75 pairs of
I
pedals in
should
the
probably
garage.
let my mum off the hook and
Yeah.
just get some. But
I got plenty. I'll send some over.
What about you, Kaylee? A lion?
A lion, yeah, big cat.
I was about to say sleep in past 6:45. That would
Yeah.
be great. No, we're at a stage. My wife and I are at a stage in our relationship where we just sort of buy each other things that we already know are happening, and we just say that was Christmas, right? And that's what we do. So, I just bought myself a pair of skis, and that's my Christmas present from my family.
That's nice.
I mean,
That's
I like
all
it.
my
I like
money
it.
anyway.
I like it.
All right, let's get to the quiz.
Okay, so minimal explanation. We don't want to go through that whole thing again. Also, no questions about my lunches of the past, which people will be pleased to hear about because the feedback on that was good.
It was negative.
To give the props out, the 10 questions, half of the quiz, 5 questions, has been written by Spooky. I think it might be Spooky Luke, the full username, but
Yeah,
I'm
that
not good at
sounds
using
familiar.
Discord. So big thanks to Spooky, and their questions are much better than mine. Yeah. So let's go.
Are we gonna as we go through? Will we identify spooky questions versus Johnny questions?
First 5 Spooky, second
Okay.
5 Johnny.
Okay,
Super simple.
So people can provide feedback on who did a better job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and if a Spooky wins, gets my job. There will be 1 point per question, unless I decide otherwise, which seems the fair way to do it. And please do play along at home and let us know how you do. To reiterate, this is a Christmas-themed cycling quiz. So the podcast version fingers on buzzers. So just when you know the answer, say it. We all tested our internet before this, so there's going to be no, discussion of whose internet is running slow, or there is no, commissaires.
No excuses.
I am the commissaire.
Yeah.
So without further ado, all ready? Are we all ready? We all stoked, as you guys might
As
say.
we're gonna be, I guess.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So right,
I'm
then.
really intrigued to see what a Christmas themed
Yeah,
cycling
ditto.
podcast quiz looks like.
Well, here we go. Question 1. Which men's World Tour rider has the shortest commute to Santa's workshop?
Wow.
Yes. And
Somebody in
August Jensen, is he in the World Tour?
it's
If you're
not
looking
him.
it up, it's not the answer, right?
It's
So-
not him. It's not him. I just spent so long on Pro Cycling Stats today, double checking everything,
He must not be in the
that
World
I
Tour.
hope it's not. Oh no, he's not World Tour. He's Human Powered Health, but he does live north
He lives
of
in
where
Arctic
he
Circle.
lives in Boda, where
Yeah.
I've been.
That's
Where
why I
you've
asked.
been,
Or answered.
Not August Jensen. So Dane, Frozen
I'm out.
out.
Oh,
Frozen
Frozen.
out.
Well, nice, Johnny.
who are the other Estonian, Finnish, Scandinavian?
Okay, I'll give you guys a clue. They ride for the same team, but they're different nationalities.
And you said World Tour, didn't you? So it can't be anyone on Unit
World
X.
Tour.
Yeah.
World Tour.
Damn.
Johnny, if you have time to sip your beer, I feel like this. You got to just.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so 0 points for everyone. This is a rip-roaring start to the quiz.
It's a good question.
The answer is Jaakko Hänninen, the Finnish
yes,
rider on
Finnish.
Decathlon Age-Toile Mondial, who is from Ruokolahti, who lives about 10 nautical miles. Nautical mean up and down? Or does it mean on a
nautical
boat?
means in the ocean.
Nautical means in the ocean.
What do I mean? Okay, I mean 10 miles, just
as the bird
as the
flies.
compass, whatever. Yeah, I'm not Kaylee. I don't do compasses. It's only 10. There's only 10 miles in
Kelly
it.
doesn't need a compass. He knows where north and west.
That's
east,
so
and
true.
south are.
Yep, it's only 10 miles in it to the second place, Edvald Bosenhagen, who lives in Rudsburg, near just north of Lillehammer.
Oh,
Great first question from Spooky. That
That is great.
Great question.
would have been good to have some
Got us
great
good.
answers, but
Yeah, I'm
God,
we can only,
it's
slightly
we can only
concerned
hope
about the
for
trickiness of this quiz now.
we can only hope for question 2 to hopefully get some answers. Okay. Only one World Tour rider shares their birthday with Jesus.
Oh, wow.
This rider has won both road and time trial national titles of his country. He is 20 years old at the time of recording, obviously. And he came second overall at the 2023 UAE Tour. Who is it?
Oh God. Second at the UAE Tour. 20 years old.
2023. 20 years old, won both road and TT national titles. I will leave it a few seconds and then give an additional clue. He rides for Jaco Alula. He is also Australian.
20 years old.
Sorry, 23 years old.
Wow, that changes everything.
23
If we get the answer.
years old.
23 years old, Australian, 2023
Yes.
UAE Tour.
Ridden the
Why
Giro and
can't
Vuelta.
we get this?
Oh
we
my
should,
God, please.
We should know this.
He's
didn't Leonard
really
win?
used to ride for
That
Ineos.
was this year. 2023.
Yates.
No,
No.
Australian.
Oh yeah.
He always
he's,
do that
he's Australian in my mind.
That's always a good guess.
every time.
Every time.
He's got a kind of funny
Every
name,
time.
and I'm allowed to say that as a person with a funny name.
Johnny Long.
Is it Luke Plapp?
It's Luke
Oh,
Platt.
it's Luke Clapp. Of course,
Ah.
it's Luke Clapp.
Jesus, we should not have taken that long.
Yeah.
How many people are just screaming their house down, listening to us
Well,
while their
all
family
of our
is
Australian
worrying?
members.
Yeah.
It took the used to ride for Ineos
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get there.
That was dreadful.
So Kit
Apologies
has a
to
point.
Australia.
I was confused because Ben O'Connor also did decent in the UAE Tour
Yes,
last year.
but this
And
this
that's what-
year, I think we're forgetting that 2023 is a whole, like, almost 2 years ago now.
It's like a decade ago now.
This year was Ben
Um,
O'Connor's 2020. It was Ben O'Connor's
it was
UAE.
stuck in my
when,
brain.
when Johnny said 20, I was thinking of like a
Well,
small child. You know?
exactly.
Yeah, my heart felt bad on that one. But you know, he could be any like 20 to 23. It's all the same, isn't it?
Youths.
Youths. misspent
0 to
youths.
34 is all the same to me, Johnny. So
Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Here's a much easier one.
You say
Question number
that.
3: Who has the most Christmassy name on Cofidis?
On coffee.
The most Christmassy name on Coffee is.
He's Spanish.
what's Christmassy?
Oh, Jesus Serrada.
Kit gets it.
Just because of Jesus?
What do you mean?
Jesus.
The only reason you have Christmas Day is because of Jesus. Let us not forget
I'm
that.
thinking of someone named San Nicolas or something more Christmas than just, than
What, then the
Christian.
birth of
you know?
Christ?
Sure.
What's more Christmassy than Jesus?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's very secular of you.
I'm pretty sure that is
so
the
wait,
end
so-
of the Jesus questions, just in case there's
I
any
want
there
more
are
of
any
those,
secular
now that
listeners.
So
Yeah.
is that 2 points for Kit?
Kit's on a
Kit
roll.
2, and then Kaylee and Dane have none.
0.
Yeah.
0.
Okay. That's what we
This
deserve.
is the penultimate spooky question. This one also a bit
Is that a
tough.
coin in the jar for Johnny?
Yes.
Yep.
We haven't done a penultimate in a while. I think it's coming. I'm coming back around to it.
I mean, you know where I stand on penultimate. Anyway, can
So this question I didn't edit in terms of like the way that Spooky had written it, because this question is all in the question. It's not in the answer. The answer is a bit tricky, unsurprisingly. So we all know the 3 wise men brought gold and frankincense, but who was the first to bring us over the myrrh de Huy in Flesh Wallon this year?
In flesh.
Stevie Williams.
Yes. Was he Dane?
He won the race.
Yeah, but they do murder who 3 times.
They
4
do.
times.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. You mean the first of the many. Oh.
I mean, that was very quick off the bat.
I literally just got off the phone with him. So, like, I should hope I would know that he won the race.
Flesh. Flesh.
I just remember Matthew Skelmoser almost dying of hypothermia at that race.
Yes.
That's about
Yeah.
all I
Cold.
saw.
Okay, we're gonna narrow down through clues to riders. They're French
Okay.
and they ride for Intermarché Wanty. They are retiring. They won a stage of the Tour de France in 2017. They used to ride for AG2R Citroën and before that Total Energies. Their first name is more likely to be the name of your auntie.
Oh, Lilian Calmejean.
Yes.
Kit. Jesus.
3.
It's really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that question. It was a almost impossible one to get because you'd had to
Great.
remember
Mm.
the breakaway and who was the first
Yeah.
up. Then where did we like 100 kilometers into the race? But you know what? If you're as big of a fan of Flesh as Kit is, then that's when that's when it pays off. Okay, question number 5 from Spooky, the final one. Thanks again to Spooky. You're gonna have to listen to how I pronounce this one for the Christmassy link. Santiago Buitrago won stage 4 of Paris-Nice this year, but can you name any of the teammates who pulled Santi's sleigh to this victory?
Great question.
So I'm just looking for you to
man.
name Bahrain victorious riders who were
Who
on
were
that team.
Caruso?
Incorrect. We're going to go round until we get them all run out of ideas. So Dane and Kaylee, feel free to shout one out.
You're asking for a Paris-Nice team list from Bahrain Victorious.
Look, if you can get the Flesh Wallon breakaway, Paris-Nice start list to walk in the park.
Jack Haig.
Jack Haig is correct. Point to Dane. You're off the mark.
Gotta name a podcaster. Escape Collective podcaster is the
Yeah,
obvious.
yeah.
You gotta.
choice here.
Kaylee, we're looking for a Bahrain victorious rider, and then we're back to shouting our name.
Peo Bilbao. I don't know.
Yes, correct. You're off the mark.
Yeah.
You knew it. You knew it in your heart what the correct answer was there. Anyone else want another go? We're going to have one more go round, then that's it. If you want to have a little, just fling any Bahrain victorious rider out there. Anyone, at any time.
Wout Poles.
Incorrect, sorry, but good guess.
That would have been my. Yeah, I'm out then.
Fred
As
Wright.
well. Ooh, good guess.
That is a good guess.
Am I going out of turn here?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Oh.
That's right. Well, isn't Kid already out? And I
think I'm out.
Fred Wright anyway. So if Fred Wright isn't,
Let's do it like that. Let's do it. Let's call it there. Otherwise, they're the guys.
Do I get a point?
You got a point, Kayla. Yeah, and Dane did.
All right, good.
The other ones, if you cared, were Fred Wright, Gradek, Rajovic, and Yasha Sutilin. Obviously. Right.
That was a great question.
It was a very good question.
it was
and an
basically just like
impossible
name
answer.
Bahrain.
Well,
So
no,
they were at the race. That's kind of the
yeah, I hope
Yes.
the best.
Yeah.
That's what I always look for in a quiz. Okay, here's now remember, if you don't like the questions that are coming up, they're my fault, not Spooky's. Okay, so question number 6, this will be. Which World Tour rider is the most suited to pulling Santa's sleigh? Clue, he rides for Jayco Alula and is Dutch. Dane, I'm sensing you nearly have
Oh,
it.
Dylan Groenewegen.
No, but that's a good attempt.
I have a guess. His
Go on.
name has got to be Rudy.
No, that is a good guess, though.
Okay, then I'm out.
You're on the right lines. He was at the Tour de France for the past 2 years, Kaylee, where you were also at.
Yeah, but wait. So Dutch, Jayco,
Yeah. That's pretty much all I can give you.
and not Dylan Groenewegen.
Yes.
Oh, he looks so sad.
This is a tough quiz.
That is a thinking face.
It's not a. I'm pretty confident it's not a big name rider.
It's not a big name rider.
I would have come up.
Shall I
with
put you
it.
out your misery?
Yeah.
It's Elmar Reindeers, of course.
I'll do it.
Oh,
What
Come
a
on.
great name.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
if the question had been, is Elmar Reindeers a person, I would have been 50-50 then.
I don't think it's
knew-
pronounced
yes or no.
reindeers, I might add. Reindeers. I
At
think.
this time of years,
But
it
at this
is.
time of year, yeah.
I knew we'd get a slight bit of Elmar Reindeers slander after that question, but I'm glad we kept it to a minimum because I'm sure he's a lovely,
No, he's a good
lovely
rider.
guy, and he's a good rider, very tall.
Mm.
Question 7. This is a fun one. The good news is that for now, there hasn't been a World Tour rider born after the Amazing Christmas movie, The Holiday, was released. But there are 12 born after Love Actually came out. But which rider is the closest to the release date of Love Actually? And they made their World Tour debut this year, and they ride for UAE.
Isaac Del Toro.
Yes. I'm
Well, that
He
was,
was-
a tie.
that was a tie.
That was a,
I'm going to split the points. Here's a chance
I
for
heard myself first, but that may have been
yeah,
the order.
well,
yes,
Both.
I think so. I heard.
feels like a
Zane, did
tie.
you hear both at the same time?
Yeah. I think
Yeah, same.
Can I get the points because I said Isaac and Kit
I
said
did it.
Isaac?
I did not say Isaac. I know his name is Isaac Del Toro.
Pretty sure. Roll the tape.
Oh,
think
well,
it was
if I did,
tied.
I
I feel like
apologise.
tied.
I didn't mean
Okay,
to.
well,
Pretty sure it's an
for,
Isaac.
For now, if this you're still 2 points behind. So we'll see if this if you come close, we'll roll
You
the tape
called
back.
Elmer Reindeers. Elmer Reindeers.
Yes, at this time of year, he gets festive with his name. Okay, for a bonus point, which other classic Christmas film was released 2 weeks before Love Actually? And it actually shocks me that back in 2003, we had so many good films being released so close together. A classic
Elf
Christmas
the
film,
same year?
2003. Elf,
Oh,
Dane,
yes, yeah.
correct.
Oh man.
Literally, 7th of November, Elf drops.
Mm.
21st of November, Love Actually drops.
Love
Everyone must have
Actually
lost
is
their minds.
Not that great of a movie, though, is it?
What, Kit? I'm tempted to deduct you a number of points for that, but luckily I have integrity as quizmaster. Here's another question. Question number 8. Which British World Tour rider has the most UCI penalty points for this season and will therefore be receiving a lump of coal in their stocking
Rowe.
this Christmas? Not Luke Rowe. Good guess though. He does like fisticuffs.
That's my guess. So
This is
Did you
not
get him?
this is not the answer, but just because it's a podcast, we could just talk, right? Didn't Caden Groves have like a bunch of negative points for long enough that his whole team was like in the negatives for a little while? Anyway,
Yeah, that was
yes.
in early in the
yeah,
in our little
I just remember seeing that on our standings.
competition. Yeah, in the standings.
Okay. Anyway, British writer.
Caden Groves, I'm looking it up now. He had 50 penalty points. So that wasn't enough to get him in the top 3.
Oh, really?
So British rider, they're at the top of the list with minus 100 points.
Ooh.
What did they do?
Like Geraint Thomas for forgetting to sign on or
Wasn't-
something.
Was not Geraint Thomas.
Ethan Hayter.
No, it was Josh Tarling.
Tarling.
For
What,
did he do?
what could he
I
have
think
done
it
on
was
the time trial?
it was at either Roubaix or Flanders when I think he held onto the car or something. Do you remember? And maybe there was another infraction that made them add up.
He's just a kid. He was probably born after Love Actually, so how can you blame him for?
Yeah.
He was not actually.
Oh,
He is. Oh, no, he was. Sorry, he was. He
Yeah,
just wasn't the closest. Sorry, Dane. You're correct. Joao Almeida and Isaac Del Toro were tied in second place in the UCI penalty point standings with 65. In case you wanted to know that. Okay, here's question number 9. This one's fun as well, obviously.
What are the current standings?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
You got-
good point. There has to be meaning to this. In last place, it's you, Kaylee, 1.5
Oh.
points.
Rough.
Dane in second with
Wait,
2
how do I have half a
points.
point? We split the
you
Del
split
Toro
that,
point.
You split the Del Toro point, and then Kit.
Yeah, but I
is,
still think that VAR is going to show that Kit said the wrong name.
Well, at the minute, it doesn't matter.
Johnny's the commissary. There is no VAR.
Dane's second with 2 points, and Kit's in the lead with 3.5 points. So
I'll be banging on the door of the commissar's hut if I get
you get dinged for
after
it.
your reindeers.
So Dane, you're going to need to get both of these correct.
Yeah.
Or
Kit could get penalized if Kit deviates.
Yeah.
from her
Yeah,
line.
true. Actually, in this question, we're going to introduce a bunch of bonus points to shake things up a bit.
Ooh.
So this question, you're all going to get to vote on which option you think is more likely, which will get you a point, and then we'll go round, and if you can collect a bonus point for getting the correct answer. Okay, so characters associated with Christmas and winter include Kris Kringle and Jack Frost. But are there more riders in the World Tour named Chris / any other iteration or Jack in the World Tour? Do you think there's more Chris's and the other iterations or Jacks? So you can say the name and I'll take that as your answer and then let you know. And I'm really hopeful that I got this one right and haven't left any of the guys out because it's really hard to get a list of every single World Tour rider, weirdly.
When you say are you including for two questions, Johnny? Are you including Christian for Chris?
I'm not including Christian.
Okay, and is it like any language's version of those names?
Yes.
Okay.
And now I'm hoping that I've got this question, the answer right.
Oh.
So do we need to tell you all at one
Yes.
time which
No,
we
you
think
can
is
go around. You can go around and,
I'll start. I think Chris is more common.
Okay. Dane
This is-
and Kit.
What can I do?
I'm going to go with
You
Jack.
do? So we've got Kaylee and Kit for Chris and Dane for Jack. It is, as far as I know, and I really haven't got this right, it's Chris.
Yes.
3 Chris's to 2 Jacks.
Can I give you a Chris as a bonus
So
point?
you can go first, Kaylee, and give me a Chris for a bonus point.
Chris Froome.
Not World Tour.
Not World Tour.
Oh,
So
Chris
we-
Harper.
we-
Chris Hamilton.
Guys. Guys. Kit, I will accept Chris Hamilton. Dane, would you like to name a Chris or a Jack?
Or a Jack.
Yes.
Jack Haig. Can I be Jack Haig twice this show?
You can give me double
yeah.
Jack Haig.
Yeah.
Can I have another chance?
You can have a chance, Kaylee. Would you like to go with your other answer?
Chris Harper.
Correct. Oh, sorry. There are 4 Chris's, or its iterations. So it's even more. There's 1 more Jack and 2 more Chris's. But their names aren't just Chris. They go by other names. Aligned with Chris. So we'll go back round to Kit now. So I either need 1 Jack or 1 Chris-esque character. You know what I mean? Like it's not. Then I can't give you the name of their name because then you'll get it. But it's
You
like
mean like
their name.
Christoph?
Yes.
I was waiting for you to not get that.
So would you like to give me a Christoph maybe?
Alexander Christoph. Wait, no, that's Erex. idiot. What am I doing?
Will not accept Alexander Kristoff. Dane.
Christophe Laporte.
Correct.
Ah,
That was great, Kit.
that was
Yeah,
mine.
okay.
I don't know.
There's one more. If anyone wants, there's one more Jack and one more Chris type name.
Is Jack Bauer still racing? He's
He
retired.
is
huh?
not. He is
Hasn't
not.
been for about 4 years.
Well, yeah.
But that's nice. I'm sure he would appreciate.
There's got to be a Jack that like we all know and are
Yeah.
going to be kicking
This the
ourselves
Jack.
over.
I wouldn't have guessed this. The Jack. The Jack rides for EF and the Chris rides for Jayco. I think we're back round to UK if you've got one. Or anyone at this
Did
point.
Chris
They're
Yule
quite
Jensen
hard.
retire yet?
Dane. Dane
Ah.
sneaks into the lead.
Way.
I need that Jack. If not, we can leave it. It's a hard one.
Where was
They're-
Jack?
Jack is at EF and is British.
I should get this then. But wait, what's Jack?
It's hard.
Not coming to me.
Okay.
Jacques Anquetil.
So close. It is actually Jack Rootkin Gray.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So after that points bonanza of a question,
Except for me.
we've got Kaylee on 3.5. It started so well, Kaylee. 3.5 points for Kaylee. Kit
Okay.
slides into second with 4.5. Dane knows his Chris's and Jack's.
Oof.
He's got 5 points.
Woo.
So it's winner takes all on this final question number 10. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Which World Tour rider as a child would have had their presents delivered to them by Santa first?
Well, there are a lot of Australians.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what you even mean by that.
Well, so think of the dateline.
yeah. Okay.
Somebody from Sydney or Melbourne or New Zealand.
No, because they're after Australia.
Are they?
Yeah. Or are they on the same time? They might be on the same time.
No, they're not at the same time.
Well, then they're not. Oh.
I thought they
Wait,
were an
no,
hour.
of course they're out. Yeah.
I think they're an hour ahead.
Yeah.
It sounds like we need to put some maps on our Christmas list this year.
I was going the wrong way around. It's yeah.
Lawrence
I mean,
Pithy.
Is that your guess?
Yes.
It's a valiant guess, but unfortunately,
Then is it George
It's-
Bennett?
it's not quite correct. George Bennett is also not World Tour,
Oh, balls.
but I don't think would have been the right answer anyway.
It's got to be a Kiwi, unless it's somebody from like Fiji.
Well, it is, but New Zealand is, it's a big place.
Hmm.
It's a place.
There are other places. Lawrence Pithy's Christchurch, which doesn't quite,
Yep.
that's stop like number 56 maybe.
Yeah.
Kaylee, this could get you to joint second. You could be the vice Christmas quiz world champion if you can pick the right New Zealander. I'll give you some help.
Okay.
They're still riding, obviously, but it's sort of similar era to Jack Bauer. They would have raced together, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they were on the same team. They were on the same team for a couple of years at least. Yep. We are finishing this Christmas quiz with a name that Kiwi.
I think I've used up all my brain power for this year. As evidenced by the fact, I've been to Australia and New Zealand. I should know the dates.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was too young to care.
Devin.
Oh, no, unfortunately
He
not.
retired earlier this year.
Yeah, but
Oh.
he still counts on
Does he?
the active rider thing, yeah, technically. Because he's,
So who is it?
That might only be on pro cycling
Wait,
sites because he
wait,
definitely
wait. Give me.
retired.
you had your guess, Kaylee. It is.
Can I guess just for no points?
You can guess for fun, yeah.
Is it Corbin Strong?
It's not.
Ah, wow,
we're out of
Um,
Kiwis.
that's the last one I got.
is Corbin Strong Israel?
Yeah, so he's also not
So he's-
World
yeah.
Tour.
Oh,
Anyway, hailing from Taupaki, I think that's how you say it. It's Dion Smith. Right up in
Dion
the north
Smith.
Yeah.
of New Zealand, right in the north. So then what would happen is Father Christmas, I have had to say Santa this whole podcast and it's killed me nearly every time. Father Christmas would come south from the dateline
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and logic would dictate that, you hit the top of that island, that North Island, then make your whole way down.
I see.
Do you then
I
get
think-
yeah.
And Dion Smith's house is the first one you'd get to out of the current World Tour pros
Makes
when
sense.
he was a
Fair
child.
amount of subjectivity in this question.
Oh yeah. Oh, big. This quiz
I
was
think this
big
quiz
on
had a few of
subjectivity.
those, actually, yeah.
Um,
But I'm not complaining. I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
look, it was getting a whole Christmas cycling quiz together was a challenge. I was
John,
Yeah,
I thought you did a
spook-
great job.
Yeah, I think
Well,
you did a good job. It's not,
Spooky
definitely
did half
not a
of
quiz
it.
that anybody else is going to be doing. It's not
No,
kind of how much did
um,
Tadej Pogacar win the Tour de France by.
No one
It's
else is
that.
going to do it, but I think there's going to be so many listeners out there who are shouting at
Oh
their
my god!
earphones
Yes.
this
I
whole time.
apologise
Yeah.
to our listeners for being useless.
Look, my preference for quizzes is always that the questions are harder to get than just easy ones. You know,
Yeah.
you don't want to, when you watch a quiz show on TV where the answers are so easy, it feels like an insult to your intelligence for watching that show. You know, I'd always rather learn something. Like, I will now forever remember that Dion Smith got his presents first out of all the current World Tour pros when they were a child.
Yeah, it's like anyone who
and what
knows
would
me
you
knows that I get all my knowledge out of the TV show QI, and
Yeah,
it's because the
exactly.
questions are impossible.
Exactly.
You guys
What
love a
only
quiz. That's a thing you guys. Just,
It is a big thing.
by you
It's how
guys, I mean
comedians.
the people from
are
your large
Love a
island.
good quiz.
Quizzy Mondays Day, and that's what it's all about.
I see.
Put your TV on at 7 p.m. You're through to 9:30.
You got your big one at the end of the year too. That's always I always see that on YouTube. Always gets
Yes.
recommended to me.
Yes, well, you know what? You should click on it and give it a whirl. The final scores, they were the same as before that
Scores on the
question.
doors.
Kaylee, 3.5 points.
Rough.
Third. Kit, Vice World Christmas Escape Collective Quiz champion with 4.5 points. The winner of the Escape Collective Christmas 2024 quiz with 5 whole points. It's Dano.
Thanks, Jono.
Dano.
Thanks, guys. I'm really grateful. I'd like to thank my teammates.
Wow. Phew.
Whoa.
Christmas quiz, baby.
I enjoyed that very much.
Yeah, that was good. Good job, Spooky Luke.
Really good
Good job,
quiz
Spooky
mastering
Luke.
there, Johnny. Good job, Spooky Luke, too. Yeah.
Good job. Let's hope that people enjoyed that one. Maybe they missed the questions about sandwiches.
Well, they can enjoy
maybe.
their own sandwiches
Yes.
on Christmas.
On Christmas Day or Boxing Day.
Is that a thing
Boxing
that
Day.
people do? They eat sandwiches on
No, it's Boxing Day, isn't it?
Boxing
Boxing?
Day with
But
all
even
your-
then,
Like I
that's a
said.
thing?
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Yeah, Boxing Day
turkey
sandwich.
and cranberry sandwiches.
Okay.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
We'll just go straight into a little bit of After Dark here anyway, just for a couple minutes. Big news from the Long household for this Christmas. Finally, after years of lobbying, we will be doing Christmas dinner on the evening of 24th,
Oh,
Which-
you
great.
European now?
which I am buzzing about.
Why? Are you just
I-
really hungry?
It's just, I think it's going to be so civilized. The
What's
Christmas
the
Day,
difference?
my mum's not going to have to be like
Okay, fair enough.
spending all day just in the kitchen.
How many longs
Um,
are there? Do you have siblings, Johnny?
Yes, there will be 6 in total of the immediate family for Christmas dinner, and 1 dog. That
But
last,
doesn't that just mean they should be busy on Christmas Eve? Or are you
yeah,
adherent
but
to Christmas Day traditions?
No, but you know, Christmas Eve, it's like you're just waiting for the whole thing, so just get it over and done with. Personally, it'll help me put to bed some demons because last year on Christmas Day, when we were all cooking the Christmas lunch, the dog was in the way, and I tried to move him out the way, and he bit me on the
Yeah,
hand.
you told. I remember
Oh,
you telling
Did
me
I tell this story? Did I tell on the podcast?
No, you told it to me on the Eurostar.
Oh, on the Eurostar. So then I picked the dog up by its, by the
Scruff of its neck.
the scruff with the neck. It doesn't hurt the dog. It's a tiny little dog, and in a fit of rage, chucked it in its little cage while my little sister chased after me, going, "No, no, no! Don't hurt him." So that was so
Christmas Grinch.
we're aiming for a better Christmas.
That's good
dinner this
Christmas
year.
stuff, right
You're
there.
the
Yeah.
oldest too, aren't you, Johnny?
Yes,
yeah,
I
we
am the
discussed this
oldest.
as well. Yeah, because I'm also the oldest of 4. But
Yes.
it's
That's
me
a
and my
weird
youngest
dynamic,
sibling.
Johnny, that you're the old. I guess Kit as well. That you guys are the oldest. When like at Escape, you're like the youngest, and
Yes.
it's strange to think of you as being the.
No,
oldest.
I'm not the youngest anymore.
I know you're not
weirdly,
anymore. Yeah, yeah,
even
No.
though they look much older than me.
yeah.
Which
It's-
is always
you're
puzzling.
Forever youthful, Johnny. Kayla, are you going anywhere for Christmas?
Maybe Krusty Butt.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah,
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
the
Depends
crustiest
if we
time
get
of
snow
the
here or
year.
not. If we get snow here, we'll stay. If we don't get snow, we'll go to Krusty Butt.
Are you going to
couple days.
Virginia, Dane?
I'm going to California.
Oh,
Uh,
California.
Yeah, family all no longer lives in Virginia, and
Ah.
as much as I miss my hometown, I certainly don't mind getting a free place to stay in Napa, which is
Oh, that's a nice bit, isn't it?
yeah, it's very nice. So that's where
Blimey.
we'll be for Christmas, enjoying some wine.
Yes.
and Christmas
And the valley.
foods. All those things. Yep.
Lovely,
Cycling.
lovely,
Great
lovely valley.
cycling in that area as well. A lot of mountains, as you would imagine, being a valley.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be in the Fens practically, East Anglia.
Oh, you're going down for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wine,
nice.
not so great there. Maybe a little bit too wet, I think, for the
yeah,
wine.
Yeah. It's well, I mean, East Anglia can be is one of the driest parts of the UK, but that's not saying an awful lot. But yeah, no, going back to my parents in East Anglia.
You might be able to tune your television to get Masked Singer new Christmas special, and you never know who could be on that.
Ooh.
Maybe Dylan Turns pops out of some sort of costume. Should we wrap this thing up and say Merry Christmas to all of our listeners and thank them for
Yes.
listening and reading and being members all year? Because you know what, it's been great having them around, interacting with them on Discord, in real life in Belgium, in the comments section, on Instagram. I'm trying to think of anywhere else. But yeah,
Interacting
Sliding
with
into the
people in
DMs.
Belgium was really great. And if you're thinking about doing that
yes.
this coming year, you should.
There's only a couple spots left, actually.
Are there?
So get on it.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
we had a blast. Really, it was a lot of fun. So if you're thinking about it, you should definitely
I think
do it.
is it /summit? escapecollective.com/summit.
Let me
This was
check
an
these.
that's what it
unplanned
is.
plug, Kaylee, so I didn't have that. I didn't have that URL off the top of my head.
Yes, it is /summit. Dane, you missed
go.
what we arranged, what we're going to add to the itinerary
Oh, yeah.
for the trip. We're going to visit the Herentals Hospital, where every Belgian
Oh.
cyclist goes when they need
Yeah.
surgery.
Go to the Clace brothers.
I don't have as much knowledge about that as the Battle
As
of
your
the
history
Golden
tours.
Spurs, but I could
Well,
look into it. I could learn.
You've got 4 years to 4 years, 4
years.
months to revise.
Yeah,
maybe
to try to
I'll
figure it
I'll
out.
message your wife and give her some like Amazon book suggestions on the history of the
for
Herentals
Christmas. That's
hospital.
a great Christmas present right there. Yeah.
Right then.
All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. Thanks to all the members. Thanks to
Yes.
you three being on the pod all the time.
Thank you guys. It's
and
been
all,
a pleasure.
and all the escape folks that aren't on the pod today, but have been on the pod over the last year. Yeah, we really appreciate y'all, everybody out there, and thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing all that good stuff.
Have a good Christmas. Have a good
We've
Christmas,
got
you
one
guys.
more pre-recorded episode, right?
Yeah, but that's for to go out on New Year's Day, so we're gonna have to get all our Christmassy stuff out of the way. So yeah, have a good
Gotcha.
Christmas, everyone.
Have a good Christmas. Happy Christmas.
Happy
Merry
Christmas.
Don't know. Depends
Bye-bye.
if you ask Jesus Heraldo or not.